Hello and welcome back here on the Brickworld channel with a new episode from our big medieval castle project in cooperation with Ledbricks and with a design from Sir Percival. As you can see here, I opened a new box with the next model. It's the fourth model here in that very big project, and we have a lot of different parts here. And there's, for example, a wheat field in today, a lot of green stuff for a lot of plants. Of course, also a lot of parts here in dark bluish gray, so stay tuned for today's medieval update. At the beginning, we take a little look here at the PDF file. As you might know from all the stuff you can buy from Ledbricks, there are no real instructions, they are only PDF files. And here you can see the map of the big project. We started with three first models here on the left edge. Now we are going to make that corner part here in today's. And after that, in a long time in the future, we're going to build the castle itself on top. Here are some views from the PDF file, and I just started here working with the first layers of parts. As you can see here, we have some blue colors here that's going to be a part of the river, and we have a lot of other stuff here. And as you can see, that's being the corner. So we have that black, part on the side, on two sides, and here that's how it built up. It's like a mill's plate, of course. You have a lot of these little holes to connect on every part later on. And here you can see a problem I had with the first modules. Here we have some color issues here with the green color. As you can see, the green should be the same color, but it is not the same color. That's something I also had in some other model at the start of that project. But nowadays with the more modern modules and newer models, there are no problem with the color. So I think looking back, it's a long time ago I created that here on the German channel. I don't think the color problems are still there. So yeah, it's getting better and better with every model I get. And if you don't know it, Ledbricks is a company from China, and they're working a lot with different kind of mockers. So people who are making their own models, their own big stuff, and you can buy it from Ledbricks. They have a cooperation with all the real creators of these designs, like here with that medieval castle. And if you buy there, the original designer gets a little cut of the money. And also, if you're going to buy something from Ledbricks, they don't not only have a medieval castle, they have a lot of different stuff. You can see it on their page. I'm going to add a link here to the video description, also on the pinned comment. And if you buy something using the link I'm providing, you also get a little provision for stuff here, and all of the money is going directly into other Brickworld projects. So have a look, maybe something there's what you really like. And as you also can see here, very big projects are something you can only find here, mostly here at Ledbricks. That's a very insane big project. Here you can see I'm just working here at that little wheat field here, and I'm having a lot of parts here. So I have 161 times the same part here, and I have to put on everything here. So just over 500 parts just for that little wheat field, and it's just an insane number, and it's just a little part of the overall big project. So you also can see here that the parts, there are no numbered bags here, but a lot of the parts are just only one type of part in one bag. So it's also easy, even if you have 2,000 or 3,000 parts, it's easy to build everything up. But at the end, it was a little bit hard to build up everything here, so my fingers are hurting a little bit because it's a lot of stuff you have to put in here. And at the end, it looks great because you have all these little details, something I also really like in my own projects. And as I said before, that's not my own design. It's a design by somebody called Sir Percival. That's of course not his real name, but his name on YouTube. You can also find his YouTube channel here. He did not create only that big castle, he did another big castle and other stuff, so it's a great channel. And yeah, we're just building up here his model here in cooperation with Ledbricks. And at the end, after a lot of models are done, I'm going to expand it with my own ideas, integrating light, storytelling, minifigure, stuff like that. But that's something we are going to add at the end. So after everything is done, and that's only the fourth model. We have, if I remember it correctly, we have 28 base plates for the base of that castle. And then we have another, I'm not sure, 20 models or so. That's all the parts going to be placed on top the castle itself. So there are going to be a lot of updates here for the project. But I really like the design. I really like how these details are everywhere, and I hope you like it too. And after finishing the new model, it's time to connect it or put it to the other three we already did. And now we have a white of 96 starts from the left to the right and 32 from the back side to the front. And though we have the left part now done, so that's the left part on the map I showed you at the beginning. And there are so many parts already here, and we even not started working at the base of the castle itself, so it's just some scenery around it, and it's a nice scenery, and I really like it. I just added a minifigure last time here. Of course, there are no minifigures in there, because a minifigure is something you can only find from Lego, because it's protected by laws, but I can integrate minifigures here, of course, because these are my original Lego minifigures, but all the parts here are, of course, not original Lego parts. They are from different Chinese manufacturers, and they are great parts. The clutching is good. The colors are getting better, and as you can see here, it's getting insanely big at the end. That's the image of the final castle, and we also only did that left part here. And next part is the next row, and so on and so on. But as you can see, these are thousands of parts already in. But the castle itself is not started yet, so it's just a very big project. Of course, you do not only have to have the money to buy that stuff. It's not cheap, but it's cheap in relation to all the parts you're getting. You also have to have, of course, the place to build it and the place to have it standing somewhere in your apartment or so. And yeah, it's big, but I really like it, and I'm going to add more and more models here also on the English channel. If you're also watching my German channel, you might know that I'm almost done with all these 28 base plates on the floor, on the basement, and I'm starting soon with the castle itself. But of course, as I said before, I'm also adding step by step all the English videos now here on that channel here with the medieval castle, and just some final views here at the end from everything we already did. And yeah, it's an insane project. I really like that, and it's just nice, and I'm looking forward to building the next part, and also looking, of course, forward to adding and integrating and expanding my own ideas when everything is finished. So if you want to see more of that project, or of my city project, or other project I'm started here, just feel free to subscribe here. And of course, as always, feel free to not only to subscribe, but also to write whatever you have in your mind in the comment area. I'm looking forward. I'm really trying to answer every comment. So until next time, and bye.